Joined by Millbrook High School, North Carolina native, Nathan Leacock. Nathan, you picked Tennessee. Kind of take me through the thought process to commit to the Vols.
I really like the Vols because, first of all, like on this official visit, it really showed me like the area and the atmosphere of the people here. And I was driving around in like the mountain area, saw the lake. This is a beautiful place. I like the city where it's not too big, not too small, and I really see myself fitting in here.
Coach Kelsey Pope's made you a priority. We've talked about that on the phone. Just,
Yeah.
You know, how much he, makes you feel like you're target number one and has for a long time. What do you like about him?
Yeah, and one thing I didn't mention was like this is the one school that the whole offensive coaching staff, including the head coach, text me, message me, and we have a relationship. Like some schools where I go to, I meet a new person every time. Like I'm like, oh, who are you? I never spoke to you before. But when I come to Tennessee, I know everyone here, and me and Coach Pope, I believe that we formed a good relationship. We talk about how he can develop me as a better player. I know things that I have to work on, and I know my strengths, and continuing to strengthen those things that I have that are going well for me, and then I have to, work on the stuff that I haven't fully developed yet. And I think Coach Pope can really help me with those things.
From an offensive standpoint, to know you've got Coach Pope, you've got Coach Golish, and then you've got Coach Heupel. What do you like about kind of that trio? You talk about how they recruit you, but what is specifically you like about Coach Golish and then Coach Heupel?
So Coach Golish, I know he's a really cool person, and when I see him on the field, like I came to one practice on my last visit, and like he snaps. Like when it comes on to the game and like practice, he's a really serious guy, and he knows what it takes, I believe, to win games and how to really control our offense and manipulate them into scoring touchdowns at a quick rate. And I saw how quick the offense moved, and the head coach, he was out there, and he's a really cool guy, and he's a really good families person. Like he was out there playing basketball with us today, and he was just all in there, and he actually made time. Some head coaches, they make it seem like they're so busy and they don't have time to do things, but he was really out there with us, and I really like him as a coach. I feel it was like he's an extension of my parents. And with Coach Pope, he's played football before, and he's played in the NFL, so like he knows what it takes to get there, and he kind of he's been recruiting me for a while, so I feel like he knows what I need to take me to the next level. Coming to my practice and watching me from when last year during the spring, and then from now, and seeing me develop and get better and continue to work on new things.
This offense, obviously very wide receiver friendly.
Mm-hmm.
Where do they kind of envision you? What have they told you about kind of how they feel like they can use you? And where do you feel like you fit in?
And so with this offense, I really like the concept they use. And basically, you have up to 10 to 12 yards to pick your route. And you can go from a post, a fade, a hook, and I really like that concept because I think it really utilizes my athleticism, speed, and lets me really showcase my game and what my strengths are. And they really think the Coach Pope told me he will utilize me at the outside receiver position, and I also can move in that slot. Like in high school, I played some slot last year, and I feel like I'm a very versatile receiver, and Coach Pope also realizes it, and that's one of the reasons they have offered me and have me so high on their list, and why they message me so much, because they know what I can do and what my potential is, and I just got to keep working and just like I have been to get to where I need to be.
Excited to have this over?
Yes, sir. It was a long run, but I feel like Tennessee is where I need to be, and go Vols.
Well, the state of North Carolina has been extremely good to Tennessee through the years, including a former wide receiver that was an All-Pro in the NFL, that being Carl Pickens. We'll see if this guy can be the next in the long line and lineage of wide receivers out of the Tar Heel State.